Let me ask you something beautiful. Have you ever slipped on a blouse that looked elegant on the hanger, only to stand in the mirror and feel your presence go quiet? Nothing looked awful, and yet nothing looked right. That frustration follows too many women in silence. If you are a black woman over 50 who wants blouses that feel refined, flattering, and fully aligned with the woman you are now, this conversation is for you. Today we are uncovering the blouse choices that can make a polished woman look tired, hidden, or unfinished. And more importantly, we are fixing them with practical solutions you can actually use. Stay with me, because at the end I am giving you a quick mirror checklist to use before you leave home or buy another blouse. This is not about shame, rules, or dressing younger. It is about harmony, intention, and quiet power. Tell me in the comments where you are watching from, what time it is there, and which blouse issue frustrates you most right now today, so we can help together. The first shift is this: stop asking your blouse to hide you. Ask it to shape your presence. So many women were taught that if the body changes, the answer is more fabric, bigger tops, wider cuts, longer lines. But oversized is not the same thing as elegant ease. When a blouse is too loose through the shoulder, bust, and waist all at once, the eye loses your frame. Instead of seeing a poised woman, people see fabric moving ahead of her. What you want is controlled softness. Start at the shoulder seam. It should land where your shoulder actually ends, not halfway down your arm. Then look at the bust and waist. The blouse should skim, not cling, not balloon. If the fabric falls straight from the bust like a curtain, you lose shape. Look for back pleats that release gently, side slits that keep movement clean, soft darts, or a slightly curved hem that follows the body instead of fighting it. Those details are quiet, but they do serious work. If you carry fullness in the tummy, choose a blouse with room through the middle, but not extra bulk through the chest and sleeves. If your hips are fuller, a blouse that glides over the hip with side slits is usually more graceful than a stiff square cut. If your shoulders are narrower, avoid dropped shoulders that make everything look borrowed. Let the shoulder line stay neat so your body still has definition. Now let us talk about what to do with the blouses you already own. If a top is too roomy but the fabric is beautiful, try a French tuck. That small bit of structure at the front can restore proportion immediately. A half tuck works when you want ease but still need a waist suggestion. Add a slim belt over a lightweight blouse if the fabric is fluid enough. Layer a cropped cardigan, a short knit jacket, or a structured blazer on top so the eye reads shape first and fabric second. Pair that blouse with straight leg trousers, dark denim, or a lean ankle pant so the line below stays clean. And here is the test. When you walk, does the blouse move with you, or does it arrive before you do? That difference is everything. The right silhouette does not make you smaller. It makes you visible. On camera, especially in daylight, excess volume can age the outfit because it reads accidental instead of intentional. A refined blouse lets your jewelry shine, lets your posture register, and lets your face stay central. Before and after is rarely about size. It is almost about line. Now let us move upward because the neckline can either wake up your face or weigh it down. One of the quietest mistakes in a blouse wardrobe is holding on to collars and necklines that close the whole top half of the body in. A blouse may fit reasonably well, but if the neckline is stiff, high, bulky, or buttoned too tight, it can make the neck look shorter, the jawline look heavier, and the entire outfit feel older than it needs to. Your face should be the focal point. That means you want breathing room. A soft V-neck is one of the most reliable choices because it lengthens visually and guides the eye upward. An open collar does something similar while still feeling polished. If you prefer coverage, a collarless blouse or a refined mandarin collar can be beautiful because it gives shape without crowding the chin. A softened scoop neckline works well too, especially if you enjoy pendant necklaces or want a gentler frame around the face. If you have a fuller bust, avoid a neckline that is so high it turns the whole chest into one solid wall. A small opening can separate the space and make the blouse feel lighter. If your neck is shorter, skip thick collars that stack under the jaw. If your shoulders are broad, a V-neck can create elegant length. If you wear glasses, statement earrings, or silver hair proudly, open necklines create room for those features to breathe instead of compete. Now think about adornment. Black women over 50 often look luminous in warm gold, rich bronze, pearls, and silk accents. But those pieces need space. A delicate chain disappears against a crowded collar. Pearls look regal when the neckline is clean. A silk scarf can be stunning when tied loosely, not stuffed into a tight buttoned collar. And your hair matters too. If you wear locks, a rounded natural shape, a close cut, twists, or a sleek silver style, the neckline should support that crown, not fight it. Here is a practical trick. Before you retire an older blouse, try steaming it, opening one extra button, rolling the cuff, and adding a necklace with intention. Sometimes the blouse is not hopeless. It is just being styled too rigidly. For church, lunch, dinner, or polished everyday wear, the question is simple. Does this neckline brighten my face or block it? If it blocks you, let it go. The best neckline does not shout. It quietly lifts everything. That is your checkpoint. When the neckline opens correctly, your expression arrives first, and the blouse becomes supporting frame. The next upgrade is fabric. And this matters more than many women realize. Sometimes a blouse looks wrong not because the color is bad or the cut is terrible, but because the fabric is working against your body all day long. It is too stiff, too shiny, too clingy, too scratchy, or too thin. And when the fabric misbehaves, the entire look starts to feel cheaper, harsher, and less graceful, even if the blouse was not inexpensive. Elegant fabric moves. That is one of the clearest style truths I can give you. When you lift your arm, sit down, reach forward, or turn sideways, a good blouse should respond with you. It should not pull hard across the bust, create stress lines at the buttons, or stand away from the body like cardboard. Soft cotton blends are excellent for daytime polish. Crepe gives beautiful drape and photographs well. Washed silk can be luxurious without looking overly precious. A quality viscose or rayon blend can feel fluid and flattering when the finish is matte, and the construction is good. Even a touch of stretch in a woven blouse can make it more wearable and more elegant. What do you want to avoid? Harsh synthetic shine, static cling, fabric that wrinkles beyond rescue within an hour, and anything that feels rough in the hand. If it scratches your fingers, it will rarely feel better after 3 hours on your skin. If it glows under light in a plastic-looking way, it will rarely read expensive on the body. Mature style is not only visual, it is sensory. You should be able to breathe, move, and forget the blouse while still looking beautifully put together. Use a fitting room test. Raise your arms. Sit if you can. Reach forward as if grabbing a handbag. Turn to the side and look at the profile. Is the blouse smoothing, gliding, and draping? Or is it grabbing, pulling, and collapsing? In summer, choose breathable fabrics that skim. In cooler months, look for blouses that layer smoothly under jackets without bunching in the sleeve. For evenings or holiday settings, subtle texture can be gorgeous. Matte satin, fine jacquard, a fluid weave with quiet depth. This is especially powerful on melanin-rich skin. Better fabric reflects light more kindly. It lets your complexion look rich instead of dulled. Buy fewer blouses but better ones. Keep the tops that feel soft, move well, and hold their line. Release the ones that fight you. The confidence payoff is real. When fabric behaves beautifully, you stop adjusting yourself and start enjoying your presence. That feeling alone is a luxury. Let us talk about sleeves, because this is one of the most underestimated details in a blouse. Women will spend time on colour, neckline, and price, then ignore the very thing that frames the arm, the shoulder, and the side view of the outfit. Sleeve design can make a blouse feel refined, balanced, and feminine, or make it feel fussy, bulky, and strangely dated. The reason sleeves matter so much is simple. They control where the eye stops. If a sleeve ends at the fullest part of the upper arm, that area becomes more prominent. If it pinches tightly, it creates tension. If it balloons too dramatically, it widens the upper body and can make the blouse feel more costume than elegance. Mature style usually looks strongest when the sleeve has controlled softness. Not rigid, not theatrical, not apologetic, just intentional. Three-quarter sleeves are wonderful for so many women because they expose the wrist, one of the most graceful points on the arm. Bracelet-length sleeves can do the same, especially with a watch, cuff, or bangle. Softly draped sleeves work beautifully when the fabric is lightweight. A subtle flutter can also be lovely, especially in warm weather, as long as the volume stays restrained and the shoulder line remains clean. If your upper arms are fuller, avoid clingy sleeves and thick bands that cut across the arm. Choose sleeves that release gently without adding extra bulk. If your shoulders are narrow, a little structure at the shoulder can help. If your frame is petite, skip oversized puff sleeves that dominate your proportions. Now use sleeves strategically. If a blouse sleeve is slightly long, roll it neatly to just below the elbow. That single move can make the whole top feel fresher. If a sleeve has more fullness than you love, place a blazer or short jacket over it and let the sleeve show only where it flatters. If you are wearing bracelets or statement earrings, let the sleeve length support them instead of competing. Think about the setting too. For daytime casual, a clean cuffed sleeve feels effortless. For work or meetings, bracelet sleeves look polished. For dinner, a fluid sleeve with a smooth drape feels elegant. And do not forget harmony with your other style choices. Natural hair volume, locks, bold frames, or statement handbags already create visual presence. Your sleeve does not need to perform another speech. Try this week. Take one blouse you like but never love. Adjust the sleeve, cuff it, smooth it, and see if the whole outfit suddenly makes sense. Very often, that is the missing detail. Instantly. Now let us deal with blouse length, because proportion can rescue a look or quietly ruin it. Many women choose longer blouses because longer feels safer. More coverage seems like more control. But style is not built on coverage alone. It is built on proportion. A blouse that drops too low can shorten the leg line, flatten the waist area, and make the body look heavier even when the blouse itself is attractive. For most women, one of the most flattering places for a blouse to land is around the hip bone, or just below it. That length usually gives enough coverage while still allowing the leg line to remain visible. It frames the torso instead of dragging the eye downward. A curved hem is often more forgiving than a dead straight hem because it creates shape. Side slits can help the blouse move across fuller hips without looking tight. A front hem that is slightly shorter than the back can also improve balance beautifully. If you have a fuller bust and softer midsection, avoid a blouse that falls from the bust and keeps going with no interruption. That often creates one long block. Add a French tuck, even a tiny one, to recover some shape. If your hips are fuller, choose a blouse that skims over them instead of cutting across the widest point. If you are petite, be especially careful with tunic lengths. Too much length on a smaller frame can make expensive clothing look accidental. If you are taller, you can wear longer lines more easily, but you still need contrast below. A long blouse over wide pants can become too much visual weight at once. This is where pairing matters. A longer blouse can work when the bottoms are clean and lean. Slim ankle pants, straight trousers, dark denim, even a narrow column skirt. What you want is a clear conversation between the top and the bottom. In summer, a blouse that ends at the right point with a little ankle showing can make you look lighter and taller instantly. In cooler weather, cropped trousers with loafers or sleek flats can preserve that clean proportion under a blouse. Use the mirror wisely. Stand facing forward, then turn sideways. If your blouse is taking away your leg line, swallowing your waist, or colliding awkwardly with your jacket hem, the problem is not your body. It is the length. Picture the difference. Same woman, same blouse family. But now the hem hits correctly and the whole outfit suddenly looks intentional, taller, and beautifully composed. That is proportion's power. It does not shout. It clarifies everything. Print and colour can make a blouse sing, or they can drown you out. This is where a lot of women get seduced by the hanger. The print looks lively. The colour looks fun. The blouse feels like personality. Then it goes on the body and somehow the blouse speaks louder than the woman wearing it. The goal is not to avoid print. The goal is to use it with discipline. Scale matters first. If the print is enormous, crowded, and high contrast from edge to edge, it can overpower the frame, especially on a blouse that already has volume. Smaller florals, refined stripes, subtle geometric repeats, or abstract prints with breathing room often wear more elegantly. They add interest without stealing all the focus. If you are petite, giant prints can easily dominate you. If you are fuller through the bust, a busy print can distort further across that area. If your shoulders are strong or your hair already carries beautiful volume, you may want a print that supports your presence instead of competing with it. Then there is colour. This is where mature black women can create magic. Certain rich shades come alive against melanin in a way bland trends never will. Sapphire, emerald, plum, burgundy, bronze, deep teal, ivory accents, warm black. These colours often look luminous and expensive. Washed out pastels, muddy taupes, and uncertain undertones can leave the face looking tired unless they are supported by strong makeup, jewellery, or layering. You do not need to chase every seasonal palette. You need to know what makes your skin look awake. If you love a bold print, let it be the statement and calm everything else down. Pair it with neutral trousers, a clean handbag, simple shoes, and jewellery that supports rather than competes. A printed blouse with dark straight-leg pants and polished loafers can look incredibly chic. Add lipstick that echoes one of the blouse tones, and suddenly the whole look feels integrated. Think about metallics too. Warm gold can glow with earthier jewel tones. Silver can be beautiful with cooler shades. Hair colour matters as well. Silver hair, black hair, warm brown tones. Each can change how a blouse colour reads near the face. Here is your comment question. What ruins a print for you faster, the wrong scale, or the wrong colour? Because both matter. If a blouse is gorgeous on the hanger but drains your face or fills the room before you enter it, that is not style. That is noise. Elegant print should add life, not confusion, and it should never take the spotlight from your presence. A blouse can be beautiful all by itself and still fail inside the wrong outfit. This is where many women get frustrated. They blame the top, when the real issue is the styling ecosystem around it. Quiet luxury does not come from one good piece. It comes from harmony. The blouse, the pant, the shoe, the bag, the jewellery, the hair, all of it should feel like it belongs in the same conversation. Start with bottoms. A fluid blouse often looks strongest with a tailored trouser, a straight leg pant, or dark denim with a clean finish. A crisp blouse can handle slightly more structure below. A printed blouse usually needs a calm bottom so it does not become visual clutter. A dressier blouse can look stunning with a column skirt that keeps the line long and sleek. The key is to let one piece lead and the others support. Then layer with purpose. A blazer instantly adds authority to a soft blouse, especially if the blouse has movement and the blazer has shape. A knit jacket can warm up a blouse for daytime while still looking polished. A lightweight trench over an elegant blouse and tailored pant can feel expensive without being loud. A cropped topper is useful when the blouse is a bit long and needs visual interruption. Layering is not just for weather, it is for editing proportion. Now think accessories. Not every blouse needs earrings, a necklace, a scarf, and a belt at once. Sometimes choosing earrings instead of a necklace keeps the neckline clean. Sometimes a belt is the only extra detail needed to restore shape. A structured handbag can elevate even a simple blouse because it adds intention. And shoes matter more than women think. Loafers can make a blouse feel intelligent and grounded. Slingbacks can make it feel feminine and finished. Sleek flats keep things easy but polished. A block heel can carry the outfit into evening. Hair and makeup should also cooperate with the blouse, not just sit beside it. A brighter blouse may need a stronger lip. A dramatic neckline may call for earrings instead of a necklace. Warm metallics should align with skin undertone when possible. If your hairstyle already makes a statement, let the rest of the look exhale a little. Elegance comes from editing, not piling on. And that is the real shift. Stop asking every item to be special. Build one refined look where each piece helps the others look better. That is why a blouse can look ordinary one day and expensive the next. The blouse did not change. Styling choices did. The final main shift is about curation. A lot of women own many blouses and still feel like they have nothing right to wear. That usually means the closet is full of repeats of the same mistake. Maybe the colours are pretty but the fabrics are poor. Maybe the prints are exciting but the fit is off. Maybe the blouses were bought for hope instead of function. Smart style begins when shopping turns into curation. Start with a 3-pile closet edit. Keep, tailor or restyle, and release. In the keep pile, place the blouses that already earn their place. The shoulder sits correctly, the neckline flatters your face, the sleeve works, the fabric feels good. And the hem supports your proportions. In the tailor or restyle pile, place the pieces that have potential. Maybe the blouse needs a sleeve adjustment, a better button opening, a tuck, a belt, or a different pairing. In the release pile, place the blouses that repeatedly disappoint you. no matter how often you try to rescue them. When you shop, stop asking only, "Do I like this?" Ask better questions. Does the shoulder land correctly? Does the neckline brighten my face? Does the hem help my leg line? Does the sleeve refine my arm? Does the fabric feel elevated? Can I name at least 2 outfits I would wear this with next month? If you cannot answer yes with confidence, leave it. Gorgeous colour alone is not enough. A strong blouse wardrobe does not need to be huge. One refined neutral blouse can save your weekdays. One jewel-tone blouse can light up your complexion. One soft print can add personality. One elevated evening blouse can carry dinners, events, and celebrations. One easy polished daytime blouse can handle travel, lunch, church, or errands with style. That kind of capsule gives you options without confusion. Be careful online too. Read fibre content, zoom in on sheen, check where the shoulder seam falls, and study how the blouse hangs on the model. If the product photo hides the side view, that tells you something. Tailoring is worth paying for when the fabric is good and the fit issue is fixable. But do not buy a blouse that needs a miracle. A friend of mine started buying only blouses that passed her 5-point test, and within months she said getting dressed felt peaceful instead of tiring. That is the goal. Not more blouses, better decisions, repeated. When your standards rise, your wardrobe gets smaller but stronger. Shopping feels calmer and more personal. That is when elegance becomes repeatable, because every blouse in the closet knows how to serve you. Before you put on a blouse or buy one, give yourself this 10-second elegant blouse checklist. Step 1. Face first. Stand in front of the mirror and ask, "Does this neckline wake up my face?" If your expression looks brighter, your neck looks longer, and your jewellery has room to breathe, that is a good sign. If the blouse makes your face look boxed in, heavy, or tired, start there. Step 2. Check the shoulder and sleeve. The shoulder seam should sit where your shoulder ends, and the sleeve should not pinch, drag, or widen the arm in an awkward place. Lift your arm once. If the blouse resists you, it is telling the truth. Step 3. Turn to the side. This is where many blouse problems finally reveal themselves. Look for pulling at the bust, fabric collapsing at the waist, or a hem that turns your torso into one long block. The side profile will show you whether the blouse is skimming or simply hanging. Step 4. Test the proportion with the exact bottoms you plan to wear. Not random leggings, not pyjama pants. The real bottom. Check whether the hem helps your leg line or interrupts it. Try the French tuck if the length feels uncertain. Add the blazer if the blouse needs structure. Change the shoe if the line feels heavy. Step 5. Study the fabric under movement and light. Walk a few steps. Sit down. Smooth the front once, and then leave it alone. Does the fabric relax beautifully, or does it wrinkle, cling, or shine in a way that cheapens the look? Trust what you see immediately. Step 6. Check harmony. Do the earrings, lipstick, hair, blouse, and bag feel like they belong together? If one thing feels off, do not panic. Use the one thing off rule. Ask whether the problem needs styling, tailoring, layering, or removal. Maybe the blouse needs one more button open. Maybe the necklace is too much. Maybe the jacket is the missing polish. Use this checklist while shopping, while packing for travel, while getting dressed for church, lunch, dinner, or a simple weekday. It will save you money, save you time, and protect your elegance. A refined wardrobe is not built by guessing. It is built by noticing. And let me add one more layer. If you are between 2 blouses, Choose the one that makes you stop adjusting yourself. Choose the one that lets your shoulders drop, your posture rise, and your expressions soften. That is usually the blouse that belongs in your life. Elegant dressing should reduce friction, not create it. When a blouse passes these checks, it becomes useful, repeatable, and trustworthy. Trust in your wardrobe is confidence. My beautiful queen, blouse style after 50 is not about disappearing, dressing younger, or chasing approval. It is about choosing pieces that honor your face, your shape, your movement, and your presence. You have earned the right to dress with intention. So tell me in the comments which blouse habit you are changing first. And if this helped you, please like, subscribe, and tap the bell so we can keep building this elegant community together. Your 3 words for today: I dress intentionally. Wear it with calm, grace, and power.